welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I have my sister here with me, and we're doing a book haul. Over the past few months, we got some books.
We went a little crazy.
And we're here to share them with you guys. If you want to watch more videos where I feature my sister, make sure to check out our playlist. I'll link it down below and in the cards. So, without further ado, let's talk books. The first book that I have here is actually a book that my sister gifted me, and that's Call Me By Your Name by Andre Aciman. I don't know. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. This was my Christmas gift, and she bought it for me because I love Timothée Chalamet. I really love him. She got me this edition that has him on the cover
and his name.
Well, anyway, this book follows in the lesson boy who is going to spend summer in this little house in Italy. He meets this guy and they start to feel things for each other. It's very cute, very powerful. So I do recommend you watch the movie. If you read this, it's amazing. So yeah.
I got Crank Palace from a Maze Runner novella from James Dashner. And basically...
Wait, dogs. Thank you.
And basically, if I'm not mistaken, it follows one of the characters, Mute, and it's between the third and fourth book of the Maze Runner series. So if you don't know what the Maze Runner series is, it's basically these bunch of boys. They get stuck on a maze, and then comes this girl called Teresa, and they suddenly figure out that they have to leave no matter what, because she's going to be the last one that comes.
Yes.
And if you want to see my sister's reaction,
you're becoming a true booktuber, girl. Yes.
If you want to watch my sister's reaction to the first book from the Maze Runner series,
I have a vlog.
She has a vlog. It's going to be in the cards and in the description down below.
We saw this in Audrey's channel, so make sure to follow that girl Audrey. We love her so much. We didn't know this book existed, so thank you, Audrey.
The hardcover, but it was so expensive.
It was so expensive, but this one's okay.
This one's cute.
Yeah.
I like it.
We haven't read it yet, so we don't know if it's good.
We don't know if it's good,
but hopefully it is.
It appears to be very
interesting.
Yeah.
The next book I have here is a very chunky book, and that's The Stand by Stephen King. One of my goals for 2020 was to read more Stephen King books, and I'm bringing that goal to this year too. And I texted Kirsten from Kirsten's Corner. She said that her boyfriend's absolutely obsessed with Stephen King, and I was like, man, give me a good recommendation. And he recommended The Stand, so I trusted him and I bought this. Yeah, it says that a man escapes a biological testing facility, and there's a deadly domino effect where they spread a mutated strain of the flu that will wipe out 99% of humanity. And then the survivors have to just figure out what's happening. And this cover is actually so creepy. They're like people dying.
Like bodies.
I don't know how to feel about this. Hopefully I will like it. Let me know down below if you want a vlog for this. But thank you, Noah. We love you.
My next book is actually a Kindle.
Ooh, yeah. So let's scooch a little bit and then it's gonna be
right there. Okay. The book is actually called The Queen's Gambit by Walter Tevis. It was one of my best reads.
Of 2021?
Of 2021 and of my life. So the story goes, there's this girl called Beth Harmon. She loses both her parents, and then she gets sent to this orphanage. And in the orphanage, when she's about 6 years old, she has a little task to go to the basement to wipe out some stuff. I don't remember exactly what now. And she meets Mr. Shable, who starts to teach her chess. And then on forward, she starts playing chess and going to tournaments and everything
goes from there. That's really fun. Let's scooch a little bit here again, and I'm gonna do the next one. The next book I'm picking up is actually a recommendation from you guys. I've gotten this a couple of times, and I finally decided it was time to cave in and buy a copy of it, and that's Truman Capote In Cold Blood. You guys always tell me if you like thriller, you should definitely read this, and I'm like, ooh, this is a real story. But I've never read a true crime book. I only watch like true crime episodes, so I'm kind of scared.
So basically there's this family, and the parents and the kids get murdered, and Truman Capote, he writes about the days and the family and like the clues that the police have.
And he gets this information by talking with the killers of the family.
The killers, the witnesses, reading reports.
I'm kind of scared, but hopefully I'll be able to read this because it sounds incredible.
It is.
And it sounds like a must-read for a thriller fan like me, you know?
My next book is Bobby Fischer Teaches Chess. I got this after I read The Queen's Gambit because I could not understand what they were saying.
About the chess strategies.
About the chess pieces and stuff like that. I also bought another one on Kindle to try to understand it, and then after I read that one, and I still couldn't quite understand it,
I was like, wait.
I got this one. Basically what they do is they kind of explain some concepts, and then you have some exercises to kind of like try to understand it. From what I've done so far of it, it doesn't really focus on strategies and stuff. It doesn't like, it says here, learn to think the same way Bobby does. This is the secret. You will be put in increasingly complex situations where you will be required to think and move the way Bobby Fischer does. So far, not that great for me. You'll be a better player after you take Bobby Fischer's chess course. It works. I hope it does.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know. The next book I have in my list is another thriller. Are we surprised? No. It's it's the one by John Mars. I decided to pick this up because it was in a lot of my friends' best books of 2020. So it was in Kirsten's, it was in Haley's, it was in Caroline's. This was described as a Black Mirror episode, which sounds so fun. Me and my sister love that show. It's really creepy. From what I understand, this is about an app that makes you find your ideal match or your soulmate. You just take a swab of your DNA and then the scientists come up with your perfect match. But there are some downsides to this app because it has some breakups and we don't have the traditional idea of love anymore. But another thing that makes it really, really creepy is that there's a serial killer on this app or website, I don't know exactly, and he's killing people he matches with. So it just sounds amazing, and I want to get to this next month.
The box that I bought was the Percy Jackson series. I'm so excited.
So we have
The Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The
Battle of the
Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian.
It's so pretty. The spines make like a drawing.
And the covers too. And it comes with a little poster in this one. But it's like
poster. Let's show the
tiny.
poster. They were like, oh my god, buy this and you get an exclusive poster. And
we
we're
were
like,
ooh, you know, fun.
But the poster ain't a poster, sis.
I lost the poster.
It was so tiny that we lost it.
It
was like this.
It was like this with the covers. Like
it's not important. You guys wouldn't even like it in the way. What's the story of Percy Jackson?
Okay, we followed this boy called Percy Jackson, and he goes to school and he's dyslexic, and he lives with his mom. And during a field trip, he discovers that he can actually read ancient Greek. And from there on out, he discovers that he is a semigod and goes to live in the Half-Blood Prince. No way.
Do I look like
Half-Blood Camp? I don't remember. He goes to live in this camp with like other semigods and like sons and daughters of other gods.
The next book I picked up was The Cousins by Karen M. McMinnis.
I want to stop for 1 minute about the cover and the...
We have sprayed edges.
Like...
Fun. I love that. But this is a UK edition, which I was like, ooh, fun. And I've read every single book of Karen so far, including this one. I read it with Brayden. Brayden, if you're watching this, buddy read was fun. We follow 3 POVs of these cousins who are invited by their grandmother to go work in their like hotel. They've never talked with their grandmother before. She just ignored and left the family. And they were like, that's so weird. Why would she reach out for us to work there? But they go either way.
The beginning of any and every horror movie and thriller book.
Yeah, and then they go there and things go crazy. They have a mystery they have to solve. They think the grandmother is planning something. And I did not love this. This is going to be my wrap-up. I read it this month. It was okay. Not my favorite of hers. But I think I'm growing out of YA thrillers. When I first read One of Us is Lying, I really enjoyed that book, but I was a lot younger. And now looking back at it, I was like, ew, why did I like that? Like, no. So I think I'm growing out of YA thrillers. I'm not liking them anymore. So we'll see.
My next book that I picked up is Midnight Library.
By Mehe.
Between life and death, there's a library. Up until now, Nora Seed's life has been full of misery and regret. She has let everybody down, including herself. But things are about to change. When she finds herself in the Midnight Library, she has a chance to make things right. The books in the Midnight Library enable Nora to live as if she had done things differently. Each one contains a different life, a possible world in which she made different choices that played out in an infinite number of ways, affecting everyone she knew as well as many people she never met. With the help of an old friend, she can now undo every decision she regrets as she tries to work out her perfect life. But things aren't always what she imagined they'd be, and soon her choices place the library and herself in extreme danger. Before time runs out, she must answer the ultimate question: what is the best way to live?
It sounds powerful and emotional.
Yeah.
And finally, our last books.
Yeah.
Mine is really different and something I never imagined myself picking up, but it's for a secret TBR. Who am I doing secret TBR videos? But The Hating Game by Sally Thorne.
Ooh, soon to be a major motion picture.
Yeah, it's gonna be a movie. Definitely an enemies to lovers romance. And so let's see. Lucy and Joshua hate each other, and they have no problem displaying their feelings through a series of passive-aggressive maneuvers. But now they're up for the same promotion, and both of them refuse to back down. And then the hating game starts, and I think something's gonna happen to them. Yeah, I'm really excited to read this. A lot of people I know love it, so hopefully I will join that train. Yeah. I am excited to read this one.
My last book that I bought this month is Nancy Drew Files Volume 1, which contains 3 stories, and they are Secrets Can Kill, Deadly Intent, Murder on Ice.
Kirsten. Wink,
Yes,
wink.
Kristen, again. Yeah, so I'm almost done with it. I'm on the 3rd story, and let me tell you, first story you can skip. Like, it's bad. It's a bad first story.
She said that Nancy Drew is extremely predictable.
It is. Like, I was reading the first story, like, I'm sure this guy had something to do with this, and I was right. But I thought the ending was so lazy. Because, like, I hate it when a book does this kind of thing. So, first one you can skip. Second one was actually pretty good. I did not expect it. I thought it was going to go downhill from the first one.
And that's a series too.
It's a series, yeah. It has volume number 2 and I think a prequel as well.
We'll see. We'll see if she wants to continue on with the series.
Yeah, but like the cover's pretty.
It's so pretty.
So pretty.
Yeah. So, and also comment down below your latest book purchase. What was the last book you bought? I would love to know. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below to be part of this wonderful family. We would love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye!